right, mic check 1 2 1 2. This is really cool because I can let me see, turn this up a little bit. I can record myself as I do the podcast, and then the podcast is on 3 different platforms. So, I got to get in here, and it's like I got to build it. That's the crazy part about it. Like, you have a dream and you want it to happen, and you got a vision, and unless you go out there and do it, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Because ain't nobody going to push your dream like you push your dream. Let me make sure this thing is going. Okay, there we go. Nobody's gonna push your dream like you push your dream, right? So if you don't go out here and like be the best you can be, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And that's the crazy part about it. You really gotta go for yours. But with that being said, if you like the podcast, you like what you hear, if you could send me an emoji, share it, like it, do something. I have the worst. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people are like that. I have like one of the worst interaction things on this. And it's sad because I know if I just had a little bit of support, I could go viral on this bitch. Like a lot. But for whatever reason, in this city, it's like I got to go through all these obstacles. It makes it almost damn near impossible sometimes because some of my things, I have a lot of things that went viral, and I have a lot of things that are going viral. Like right now, that picture is crazy because that picture is getting like 1,000 likes every few minutes. That's insane. I know it would attract some attention, but I didn't think it would attract attention like that. I had no idea. Like that's beyond me. So I apologize if I upset some people on Facebook. But hey, shit, you gotta nowadays you gotta put yourself out there. If I'm lying, if I'm telling the truth, send me emoji. You gotta nowadays you gotta. I had to make sure you gotta do something. At least I ain't embarrassing myself. Shit, I'm trying to be a model anyway. That's my introduction to being a model. Look at it that way. This is my introduction, so don't be mad at me. I'm out here. That's why I told somebody I'm out here. Shit. I ain't wait till like I'm not gonna wait till like midsummer or summer is almost over and be like, oh yeah. I should have did that. Oh, I should have did that. No, I'm finna do shit right now. Shit. And it's only gonna get better. So, all right. We gotta really switch gears, but you always have to have a lead when you have a subject or whatever. You gotta have a lead, something to talk about while like people get in here. Ain't nobody gonna get in here, but we still try to do things professional, give people a chance to get in here and just like do some light talk. Um, this is not gonna be long because we don't have a whole lot of water, and my mouth gets dry really quick. All right. So anyway, you need to know that. But we're gonna talk about mental health because I think it's a very important topic, especially like now. It's cool. I got closed captions, so if you can't listen in a situation, that you can read along with me. But we're gonna talk about mental health because a lot of people don't understand. Like, we already was on edge from the pandemic. That really had a lot of people. Their life was like off a little bit. Even like they might not admit it. Excuse me, but they life was off a little bit, and so they didn't need more things in their life to like shift things in the wrong direction. Like anymore, like I can't take no more. Like I'm barely holding on to what I built myself back up to after the pandemic, and now I got to deal with more stuff. I got to deal with, and it's bad. Like, we got gas is higher. Like, even that alone, because gas is like a to everybody, gas is a bill. So if gas goes up more, then that's like a bill that went up more for no reason. And we're not talking about a little bit, we're talking about a lot. So to warm our houses, things like that, gas is going to be high. It's going to be high as fuck. I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, I wish I could, but those things alone, like a shift in people's life, it don't have to be a big shift. A shift in people's life is going to cause them to, first of all, stress more. I'm stressing right now. I'm like, how am I going to pay more for gas? What do I have to give up basically in order to sub for gas? So if I'm doing it, if I'm stressing out, I know there's more people stressing out. And that's what I was saying before. That's really how they really gonna unweave like society, is because most of us, think about it. Most of us, a lot of us were working paycheck to paycheck. And that was known. That was a known thing. Like, they used to talk about in the news. You got people working paycheck to paycheck, Americans paycheck to. So we all know that. I'm sure the president has heard that before too, that we working paycheck to paycheck. I'm pretty sure. So now you start adding more bills, and you're no longer able to stretch that money from paycheck to paycheck. Because sometimes when you talk about paycheck to paycheck, you're talking about that first week you're able to live like comfortably, but then like that second week when you get to like Wednesday, then you really like on thin ice to get to that Thursday. That's a paycheck to paycheck with most people. Like, you really living a week and a half. Am I lying? So let's be real. So now, with you having to pay more for gas, you having to pay more for Silco. Open your Silco bill is 2 times more. These things going up, so that makes everything go up. Food is going up more. I used to be able to fill up a whole basket with $100. I'm a conscious shopper. I know deals. I can get deals, right? But still, I used to fill up a whole basket with $100. Like, you can only put like a little bit, like the bottom of your basket be filled with $100. Like, that's crazy, and you still won't have the best stuff. So things are going up. So now you can't even make it from shit. You make it that first week. After that first week, you're like, damn. You selling shit. You selling shit to get to that the next pay period. I'm being funny, but like, for real. So we getting behind. I heard, like, I don't know if y'all don't like Cash App, where you get money. I heard that's messing a lot of people up. So be careful with borrowing money from Cash App. I don't understand how it is. I don't know. I think Do you get interest on it or something like that? But I guess people when they borrow it, like they pay it back, like the exact amount that they pay back, they borrow again, and then Cash App be like, you want a little bit more? So then they borrow like, say you borrow like first time you borrow like $500, and then when you get your paycheck, you got to give that whole $500 back. And Cash App be like, okay, do you want to borrow a little bit more money since you paid that back? You be like, yeah. So then you borrow $700. So the next paycheck, you gotta pay that $700 back. Like you be like, damn. So 700. So you're gonna be, of course, you're gonna borrow that 700, at least that $700 back, because that's a $700 check. But they say like Facebook be like, okay, yeah, you pay that back, so we're gonna give you $1,500, and then you borrow $1,500, and then next thing you know, you paying your whole check. You really your whole check every time you get paid. You give Facebook your whole check, and it's not really a way. It's not a way to get out of that grind. I don't know if people understand. Like this is the way that they're gonna kind of get us again to be like in a slave type state. If that's a Cash App, I don't know if that's Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know if that's Facebook. But I know they got close ties and shit. All them people got close ties. Google, all that shit. Apple, your Cash App be right in your Apple. So it all works together. All that shit. I'm not saying that they business partners together, but they just shook hands. You can't tell me Apple ain't dealing with Facebook. Every Apple got Facebook right on their app, right on there. You can't tell me that they sign up papers saying, yeah, we're gonna fuck with you. And then Cash App is right on your Apple phone. Every 2 weeks, Apple takes some money off your Cash App. Bro, you can't tell me they ain't shook hands and like, yeah, we can get these niggas. Like, they don't know. They ain't finna know what's going on. And all we want to be is high society. We want to have nice things. They're like, yeah, but you start paying for stuff, you don't even know what you're paying for. That's a problem. This extra look like a little dipping. Yes, pennies and cents, but this extra little dipping is what's how people getting rich off of us. It's like a tax on top of a tax. Like you'd be like, oh, they taxing us. That's what they mean. They taxing us. So all those things, and I talk about it because money is real. Money is what really brings a lot of stress. And like I said, we're gonna have a series, 3, 4, 5-part series, but this one is about like the financial and how things are spiking up. That brings a lot of stress because like how are you going to be able to take care of the things that you usually take care of, and you should be. As Americans, we was promised to be able to, if we go to work, if we go to school, that you'll be able to pay your bills. Right now they have like with the nurses, they pulled he did something. Trump pulled a professional portion of it. So now, like, all these black women got to pay like these loans back and stuff like that. What threw me for a loop is like a lot of black men was like cheering that on, like, yeah, they don't be doing nothing. Bro, do you know how many black women are in that field? And I pray to God that's not one of the things that they envy, and they sitting there with envying the whole time. It takes a lot for them to learn how to be a nurse and learn what to do, and that takes a lot, and it's expensive. And when we get sick, who you think going to take care of us? Like, come on, like that. It don't make no sense how we rally against our own. Like they do it against me. Like I'm just a peon. Like But I know that like what I do is something that's like beyond the regular person, and they like a lot of people fear that. They like we gotta shut that down because he ain't supposed to be doing that. That somebody else supposed to be doing that. He's not supposed to be doing that. So we're gonna shut that down, and whatever they. It's just like that. There's no rhyme or reason like that. We pick and we choose who we gonna help. And instead of thinking like let's help everybody, we're gonna pick and choose who we're gonna help. And I think that hurts us a lot. So that's what I would say about that. But yeah, financial financial is what breaks up relationships. Financial reasons what break up relationships. Um, you got a lot of people out here I see a lot of posts talking about even committing suicide. I can't take it no more. I'm out of here. Take care of my kids. So I mean, that's how you can tell that I'm telling you what I'm telling you is facts. People are stressing out right now. We haven't even gotten over COVID yet. That's to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what America was thinking. To me, it's like we just got out of COVID, dealing with who we dealing with right now in office, and to go right back to that. If we ain't even like totally healed, like we could have went a totally different direction, especially with Kamala Harris. I mean, that would have been something fresh. Like, man, let's see what she can do. At least see what she can do. We got veto powers. I mean, that what do you call that, veto powers, but impeachment powers. If she fuck up, let's give her a chance. Give her a shot. Why go back to the same thing? That's what I don't think, and I'm not even going to say me. That's what I don't think anybody will ever understand. That's going to be something history books is going to scratch their head forever. Forever. Like he botched one of the biggest pandemics of all time and act like he didn't even care. Dropped out. I was like, man, you know what? I don't. At the end, it was like, that's what y'all. I don't know if y'all remember or y'all lost y'all. At the end of his presidency, he was like, man, I don't care about this shit. Man, I don't care nothing about this shit. Whatever. I don't care about this. That's how he was about the end of his presidency. He wasn't doing shit. And then did 9/11. I mean, not 9/11, but 9. What you call that? January 6th. That was horrible. That was some bogus ass shit. They was beating up police officers, splitting heads, trying to hang people. The nooses alone. When was the last time we brought out nooses? When they was hanging slaves. They brought out nooses on the Capitol. And we let that shit ride. Like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, you have to understand all of this, all of that stuff when you're talking about like where is marching with them tikis and then people got arrested. 9 times out of 10, he went back and pardoned all those people. They erased all of that. All of that. When he's like, yeah, they good people on both sides. And we made a little hissy fit about we made a little fit about it. You know what I'm saying? We really got on him about it. He got in trouble about it. And then they put him back in office, and then he's going to erase all that by setting them people free and saying that y'all was done wrong. And guess what? Now they owed money because they was done wrong. It's but that's here or there. I'm talking about some other shit, but you have to understand, like, financial is big. That's one of the biggest things that would cause a person to just crash out. And right now, our finances aren't the same. Even if you have a lot of money, your finances are changing. And the mood in America is changing. People are more aggressive right now. And you know, females are emotional. Guys are emotional too right now, but you know, females live with, you know, they emotional, and this is a lot. This is a lot. Every day is something different. We haven't had a month. Somebody pointed that out yesterday. Somebody pointed that out yesterday. We haven't had a month without like a scandal or something. And they design it that way. That's the way they want it. To keep something in our face to keep us just stressed the fuck out. Keep us distracted. You know, you gotta ask yourself why, man. Why? Why would you want us distracted with bullshit? What else are you doing behind the scenes? That's scary, man. All right. Well, thank y'all for tapping in. My name is Giant Giant. I'm gonna get out of here. And I hope y'all like what y'all hearing. If you do, make sure y'all send me some emojis, some likes. We're trying to build the first Black media network. And we're gonna be doing like videos and shit like that too. So if you got a video or something like that, you want me to play it on the I'm gonna call the air. You want to play it on the air?